and sure, that'd be great.
Park over here.
No, for my ease, it's easier for me to park downstairs. Oh my gosh, your mom is so cute. I know. I can almost see it now. I can start going, Brett, take a picture of your tourist. Brett. And then your dad going like holding the phone. Yes, exactly. I love your parents. I love them also.
So, I only met them one time. But yes.
Yeah, so middle one is in the
She came with me and
but also closer to the blood. Okay. Sorry. Don't trip and die.
who's in charge of space.
I don't think I.
Jamie, this is like
I'm going to be singing some songs. So I'll try. Not the record. I like your shirt.
I got this in white. Oh, it's like
Very floral.
years and years ago. I only turned 1 year, so which one are you leaning towards?
Yes. Well, which one should I see? The right ear? Okay. I'll twist.
Yeah, and that brought up a rip. Yep. Yeah. Well, they think that's it. Yep.
In the old days,
They always,
model
when you're in there,
So that you hear the.
that's how it
Well,
works.
yes, that happens. But that guy has this.
just have to be shown that they 2 minutes before.
Well, he's a good boy, not to make my call.
Oh, that's good. I've kicked over other people. I don't think I'm safe leaving it unless we
No, I'm not. I really don't. I thought I was. I can tell you
go scramble to fight them.
he said all along.
morning. I am now? Yes? Okay. Good morning. My name is Molly Helmers, and I serve on your board of directors. Welcome to all who are gathered here on site and online. Whether this is your first time here or you joined us years ago, and I did see a few faces of joining years ago. Good to see you. We're delighted to have you here. We are proudly a multi-generational congregation. All ages are welcome all the time. So if we hear noises amongst us, enjoy them as part of our growing and vital community. If you are a newcomer, the best way to get more information is to sign our virtual guest book, either by scanning the QR code that's on your program or by visiting the welcome table in the fireside room out here. Online folks, please plan to join our Zoom coffee hour after the service. You'll receive a link in the chat as the service comes to a close. For those on site, we will have more conversation after the service, but be sure to come back next week. Our coffee hour is 9:30 to 10:30 prior to the service. And we have a number of announcements. If you're a newcomer to the fellowship, be sure to hang out a bit after today's service to meet the minister. Reverend Kelli would love to connect with you for a brief casual conversation at about 11:40 here in the fellowship hall. The fellowship office will be closed this week while Bradley is away on vacation, and we're all glad he's taking a vacation. Regular office hours resume on Monday, May 18th. Our summer schedule will start on Memorial Day weekend, May 24th. Fellowship Voices will keep their usual rehearsal time, but we will bid a temporary adieu to First Fellowship, and the on-site coffee fellowship will be from 10 to 10:30, followed by a full service at 10:30 as normal. Again, this starts May 24th. And finally, yes, it's construction season, as we know. 2 announcements related to our construction outside the fellowship. One, on Monday, tomorrow, Highland will be completely closed for paving, starting at 7 a.m. and going into the mid-afternoon. Because of this, the Monday Tai Chi class is canceled for tomorrow. They expect the single lane to reopen either later in the day on Monday or early Tuesday morning. Second one is, as you exit the parking lot after today's service, if a line is forming, please turn in the direction that the signal arrows are already pointing, rather than waiting for a particular direction signal, which could take up to 2 minutes longer. Ames is small and easy to navigate, so we hope that you won't mind a little detour as the signal does get long and traffic does back up. So we'd like to prevent that, and thank you for going with the flow. And thank you for being here this morning.
What a day when the world
fellowship, these words from Adina Allen. It is in the wilderness of 1,000 sparkling stars, in the bird song and the bramble, that creativity is received. Among the high grasses and thick mossy trees, on the sand-swept dunes glittering under radiant blue sky, beside the babbling brook singing sweet songs to the ancient stones, we open to receive creativity, and creativity opens to receive us. It is in the wilderness, the aliveness of the world, that creativity comes alive. When we enter our own internal wilderness, those uncharted places within us, our preconceived ideas have space to unravel, and we abandon the well-trod road of tightly held beliefs for the unkempt, unmarked paths we make by journeying. Come, let us gather in fellowship. I invite those at home to light a candle alongside us as we light our chalice here, saying these words together. May this flame, symbol of transformation since time began, fire our curiosity, strengthen our wills, and sustain our courage as we seek what is good within and around us.
Now, please rise in body or spirit, or as you're willing and able, and join me in singing Now Let Us Sing.
young ones or young at heart who wish to come up to the blue carpets. That was a nice skid right here onto the blue carpet. Anybody else want to come up? It's okay if your knees think they can't handle it. It's fine. Mine couldn't handle the carpet. Somebody has very kindly left me a cushion here. I'm very grateful for the cushion. Let's see how it fits. Oh, I'm a little bit taller. I like that. Today, we are talking about, you feel so far away. Thank you. I love to be close. Or you could stay far away. That's okay, too. Today, we are going to be talking about creativity and curiosity and play. So my first question for you is what? Playtime. My first question is, what is your favorite kind of play? What do you like to do at playtime?
Play with the cats.
Play with the cats. Do you like to make up stories and act them out? Do you like, yeah?
I like to play with my friends.
You like to play with your friends? You got one? Monkey bars. Okay, like physical play. Yeah. What are some of your favorite kinds of play?
Dress up.
Dress up. Thank you, Susan.
Baseball.
Baseball. It's a good way to play. Dancing.
Make music.
Making something.
Make music.
Make music.
Incredibly competitive games of 500.
Incredibly competitive games of 500. Is 500 the game?
It's a card game, yeah.
Okay, I thought there were 500 people. I was going to
A
say,
lot of cards.
that would be a lot of
Yeah.
cards. Okay, all right. I'm glad it's not competitive tarot.
Oh no, the last time we did that, I got all major arcana and 3 people died.
Oh. Lots of different ways to play. Okay, now, you all, the adults have answered some of these. What's your favorite way to be creative?
Writing stories.
Writing stories.
Make art.
Make art? You were doing some art making there with kind of, Maya, you've got something that you're fitting into little grooves, like these rubbery sticks that you fit into grooves. Can you hold that up? That. Can you hand it to me? Can I show it? These little grooves, she's got some kind of rubbery sticks that she fits in, and then she can make up, they're different colors, and you can make it look different every single time. Right. What are some of the other, you've said some of the ways that you like to be
Photo
creative.
projects.
Say it again.
Photo projects.
Photo projects.
Collage.
Collage, yes. Knitting,
Crochet.
crochet, quilting, fiber arts,
Writing.
Writing.
Yeah.
Cooking.
cooking,
Music.
music,
I like making music, both to sing and to play on the piano.
like making music both to sing and to play on the piano, right? Sometimes composing, sometimes arranging.
Lights and sound production.
Lights and sound production. Very important creative work.
Creative home repairs.
Creative home repairs. I see a coloring book, but coloring pages, right?
Costume making.
Costume making,
Gardening.
gardening, lots of creative gardening going on.
Writing poetry.
Writing poetry. I heard another one.
Someone said teaching.
Teaching. Creative in that, yes, and learning, right? I think all these ways of playing and being creative help us be curious. We don't always know what's going to happen in the story we're writing, right? Sometimes it takes on a life of its own, right? We don't always know what's going to happen if you plant that plant in a particular place. It may be very happy, it may be unhappy. We don't know what's going to happen when you're stitching if you...
How many years it'll take?
God forbid you should drop a stitch, right? What happens? You make something new that's different. Your voice, when you're learning a new song, does a new thing you didn't even know it could do, right? All of these ways of playing and being creative help us be curious, help us nurture our curiosity. Being curious helps us nurture play. Being playful helps us nurture creativity. There's a kind of interweaving here, I think, of creativity and play and curiosity. I don't know that one leads to the next as much as they're all intertwined together, kind of a Gordian knot together. So I think the thing I want to leave you with is, what kind of play are you going to do this afternoon? Do you have time to play this afternoon?
Yeah.
Yeah? Play with cats.
I want to play with my cousins.
You're going to play with your cousins, playing with friends and playing with other people. Anybody else got good play this afternoon? You're going to plant a rose bush.
Yeah.
I'm going to be playing with sticks, doing yard work for my mom.
You know what? When you can think of it as play, you're 3/4 of the way ahead. I am not especially a gardener, though Jenny Huntington is really encouraging me. And so I'm going to plant a container today. I'm going to plant a pot. I'll report back. I'll report back when we come back in August. Thank you for sitting close to me and let's talking about play. And you can go back to your adults or hang out where you want to. All right. And Maya, you can hang out there if you want to. I love watching you play with your... All right. When we gather, we take an offering each time that we gather, and half of it stays here in our fellowship to help enliven our programming here, and half of it goes to work out in the world. We are honored this month to be partnering with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the Iowa chapter. It's a national grassroots organization dedicated to mental health, building better lives for those affected by mental illness. They offer educational programs. They advocate for better access to mental health. They work on public policy and create public awareness, both at the national and local levels. And I think one of the most important things they do is to reduce stigma around mental illness and recognize that so many of us live with mental illness and find good treatment for it as we go through our lives. So we're going to pass the baskets here in Fellowship Hall. You can always give this way. You can give online at our website. Please know that if you are a visitor today, your presence is gift enough. Lottie?
Whose words these are, I think I know. Whose words these are, I think I know. His house is in the village though. He does not see me stopping here.
Nice to take a moment following that. I wish you could have seen your faces leaning in, knowing the words to come. Never heard that way before. Stunning. When we gather, we take time to recognize that our lives are connected one to another, that we hold each other's stories, we help hold each other's joys and sorrows, and that the pain of the world and the beauty of the world we can bring on our hearts here to this space together. I want to say that Mother's Day can be fraught. Happy Mother's Day for all whom that is a welcome wish. Tender blessings for those who have lost their mothers, mothers whose children have died, or are incarcerated, or are estranged. Tender blessings for those who are navigating infertility. So many ways among us that we can experience this day, both joyfully and tenderly, and maybe be triggered by all the hoopla of Happy Mother's Day. To all, please be gentle with yourselves and with others today as you move through what may be complex emotions from the moms. Here's a happy note from a mom, a proud mom. Member Betsy Danielson says, "I'm full of joy that my son, Zach Buffington, is recovering from surgery after donating a kidney to an anonymous recipient." Wow, isn't that something? There is so much to hold in the world today. There's so much. I can barely turn on the radio or listen to the news. I can barely do it, but I do a little. You hear it too. And yet, out there, the world is filled with chlorophyll. Is that it, chlorophyll? That's what makes it green? Oh my. Joy and woe woven fine. Let's take a few moments of shared quiet to lift up names of individuals or groups of people or places that we're particularly holding on our hearts today.
Eleanor Bell.
Debbie.
The people of Palestine, the people of Lebanon, the people of Iran, the people of Ukraine.
People incarcerated in ICE facilities. And prairie land defendants.
Trans folks. For all that is spoken and unspoken, we extend our blessings out to the world through our incredible web and network. We extend our blessings out into the world. Let's sing together.
Soul.
Our reading this morning is from Rabbi Adina Allen. We all want the world to be a better place, more just, more sustainable, more peaceful, more kind. But our stated values and aspirations often don't line up perfectly with our actions in the world. But rather than something to be ashamed of, this slippage between what we desire and what we actually do is a fertile place to explore. The creative process is uniquely suited for this task. When we access that place of creativity in ourselves, we know that we are held by and connected to a force larger than ourselves. From this place of connection, we are humbled and whole, and this can help us realign our internal experience with our external selves that are active in the world. In our creative practice, our defenses can come down and the place of all possibility opens to us. In this state, worldly issues call out to us because of an alignment with our gifts and our wounds. When we use the creative process to befriend, shift, or transform challenges in our own lives, we become more available to ways we can be of service to address the suffering of the world. To live from our creativity is to be able to discover the infinite possibilities within any challenge that life presents us.
When I was a kid, my folks put me in dance class because I was pigeon-toed. And the pediatrician suggested that dance class would help turn out my feet. It may have helped, I think it did. But really what happened was that I learned that I loved performing. Ballet was never my strong suit. But I loved learning dance routines set to music, and I especially loved being in front of people. I had the privilege to continue dance class for many years. Tap dance I especially loved and still like to watch good tap dancers. My brother was the visual artist. He had a facility for drawing, and he cultivated that through school, classes, and maybe a few private lessons. I don't know that it felt like I missed a lot in not taking art classes. In my mind, it was just a division of interest. He liked this and was good at it. I liked this and was good at it. But the story got stuck in my head, not because somebody told me, but somehow got stuck in my head that I was not good at art. How many of you have a story stuck in your head for whatever reason? Maybe somebody told you that you are not good at art. How many have a story that you're not good at singing? Oh, more of those hands. Yeah. Well, we get told these stories or we collect them in some way that we're not good at something. Now, I'm going to switch scenes just a little bit. If you're like me and you hear something important and life-changing on the radio, you remember exactly where you were when you heard it, right? I was driving along 28th Avenue in Minneapolis, not very far from home, when I heard an interview with neuroscientist and play researcher Stuart Brown. Dr. Brown talked about the necessity of play, not just for children, but for adults. By this time, I had left dance and the theater behind, and I didn't have much play in my life. But Dr. Brown says that it's really important, and he describes it this way. It's purposeless, which is not to say it's trivial. It's consuming, as in we lose ourselves in it, and it's fun. Brown suggests that nothing lights up the brain like play. There's this three-dimensional thing happening in our brains. The play lights up the cerebellum, It puts lots of impulses into the frontal lobe, the executive portion. It helps with contextual memory. It helps with problem solving and more. What all play has in common, Brown says, is that it offers a sense of engagement and pleasure, takes the player out of a sense of time and place, and the experience of doing it is more important than the outcome. Okay, so we've got that I used to do dance and performance, and I wasn't very good at drawing. We've got a sense of play. Now, let's move up to 2016. Some of you remember 2016, don't you? It was the first administration of the current occupant of the White House. It was a bad time. But this service, it turns out, is a little evergreen. And I would wake up in the morning, like many of you maybe do, and pick up my phone and see what shoe had dropped. And I decided I had to have a buffer in between waking up and seeing the bad news of the day. That is still very true. It's just not good for me to wake up and check my phone, and it's a challenge not to do it. So I decided to take Dr. Brown up on what he suggested and learn to play. And I wanted to play in visual art. I decided I wanted to play in paint and paper and glue, a process called art journaling. I had seen throughout the pandemic a lot of social media and YouTube videos about art journaling, and you know on YouTube you can learn how to do anything. And so I looked up how do you do art journaling and play. And there's a great online teacher, her name is Carolyn Doobie, and she starts every one of her videos with, "What's the play for today?" And I just love that. There was no pressure to make something beautiful or interesting or for anybody to see. The whole invitation was just to play. And so following her tutelage, I made a couple of junk journals out of cardboard and old greeting cards and mailing envelopes and bits and bobs, anything there was. It was so much fun to get messy, to have this time, always with a little instrumental music, to let my mind wander and roam and come out with something that didn't exist an hour before. It was purposeless, but it was not trivial. The end product didn't matter to anyone, sometimes not even to me. And it was consuming. I could get completely lost in that process. It was fun. And look what happens if I try this or try this. And it was easier to get through those horrible days immediately after the election of 2016 and all of the last 10 years and return to this touch point again and again. I don't do it every day, and my days are better when I do. So, in January of 2022, I was at a UU Ministers Conference retreat when I encountered the Jewish Studio Project. It was an organization out in the Bay Area which offered training in creative exploration as a spiritual practice coming out of Jewish teaching. And so for 18 months, from 2022 to 24, I was engaged with a training program with the Jewish Studio Project. I was the only non-Jew in the group. They were delightfully patient and welcoming of my many, many questions. And I became a certified facilitator with them. There were about 20 of us from all over the United States and some from other countries. And it was really quite remarkable to engage in this process. It was different than what we do with our Creativity Matters work, where we go home with a series of questions and then come back and share our responses. In the Jewish Studio process, we are together as we co-create, many times online, but we are co-creating parallel play side by side. And so we've not had time to perfect it. We read some text and then we respond to it by writing and also by making art with simple materials. And we don't judge each other. Nobody says, "Oh, that's really beautiful. Oh, look what you did." Because it is for us to be open to what process happened, no judgment. There are 5 key components of this Jewish teaching that ground the program, and they've become spiritual touchstones for me in and out of the studio. Now, I'm going to talk some about God here, and it's helpful to remember this kind of frame that I gave around God in the sermon a few weeks ago. This is from the Reverend Dr. Andrea Johnson. She talks about God is the restless, ambiguous, interconnected web of being, the ground of all reality. God as the restless, ambiguous, interconnected web of being, the ground of all reality. Okay? So here are these 5 points. I'll go through these without spending too much time on them. The first one is that we are all created creative. We are created creative. God is the creative force of the universe, and human beings are made in the divine image, and therefore we are created as creators. Each and every one of us is endowed with creative capacity simply by being human. Accessing and activating our creativity is how we partner in the ongoing work of creation. The second one is that creation comes from chaos and void. Remember, we're working with Jewish text here. And remember, in Genesis, it says that God creates the universe, right? I had this image that God created out of silence, out of nothingness. But in fact, the scripture says that God creates out of chaos and void. And for me, what this means is that I needn't wait until the time is right and all things are orderly in order to begin. I do not have to wait until the kitchen table is perfectly clean and all of the emails are sent and all of the tallies and all of the laundry and all of the everything. I can create out of whatever chaos there is. We do not have to wait until the time is right. God created, and therefore we create out of chaos and void. God is process. Creation is process. So you'll remember when Moses meets God in the form of the burning bush. Right? We're now in close to the Exodus story. And Moses asks God how he should identify God to the people. And in this one-on-one conversation with the burning bush, God answers, Eyeh Asher Eyeh. I shall be what I shall be. I shall be what I shall be. Some of us learned this in traditional Sunday schools as I am what I am. But it really is what I shall be what I shall be. God self-identifies not as a person or a place, but as a process. God is process. God is in process. And together with the creative spirit, we transform that which is into that which shall be. Creativity is always becoming. It's always about the process. Now, art is often about the finished process, something beautifully well rehearsed and given to us, something that's been put together in a creative way and presented. Art is often about what is the final process, but creativity is the messy stuff that gets there. Always in process. We are called to journey into the unknown. This is the fourth one. We are called to journey into the unknown. Lord, Lord, aren't we in some unknown times right now? We don't know what's going to happen, and we are fearful. I am fearful for what will be. But creative process is a vital tool for our journey, and working with the unknown of what emerges on our canvas or in our garden or in the stew, helps us be curious. What happens if I place the stitch this way instead of the other way? What happens if I use this spice or flavor profile rather than the one I've always done? It's unknown. It might work. It might be really peculiar. By venturing into the unknown, we cultivate curiosity. We allow ourselves to be surprised, and we practice not having to know everything all the time. Having to know the right answer all the time is exhausting. I say, let's give it up. This last one of this process, these 5 of the process, is the one that's most personal to me. It is that we continually ask, what else could this be? In the Jewish studio process, they return to Torah again and again, and Torah is explained as the Torah of creativity, that sort of alignment of a worldview. And she says, Dr. Allen says, just as Torah is complex and multi-layered, each of us contains multitudes. How might our life work, our relationships, our art, our spirituality change as we continue to ask ourselves, what else could this be? And here's why this matters so deeply to me. In 2023, I had been at the congregation where I was for about 8 years. I was beginning to feel like I had done the work that I meant to do there. My daughter had graduated from college, and I was feeling a little stale in my ministry, and I was deeply engaged in this work. And this question, what else could this be, began to poke at me. And I realized what it was asking was, what else could this ministry be? What else could this be? How else could I imagine it? What if I moved to a different ministry? What might I want that to look like? And the minute that I asked it, an answer came that I had no idea was in my mind. I want to move to a more conservative state and work on reproductive justice and gender issues. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't even know what it meant. I didn't have to know all the things. I was inviting creativity. Spirit was inviting me into a journey into the unknown. But asking that question, what else could this be, brought me to this moment and this pulpit right here. And to you, and you to me, and us together to see what else could we be. What can we nurture here that is unknown yet in this moment of chaos? What creativity can we find in our own spiritual lives and with each other to be present in this beautiful and broken world? I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know what would happen. But I know that being around people who think deeply around spiritual practice and creativity leads us into places that we couldn't know before we went. Anything that we do in congregational life, when we work creatively and with trust and with curiosity and with courage and playfulness together, unexpected things will happen. Creativity as a spiritual practice is a way for us to partner with the holy, the divine, God, with creativity, and develop the traits that help us stay in ongoing partnership. It requires of us to be open, willingness to venture into the unknown, the ability to be present in the moment, to be playful with our intuition, and allowing us to go where it leads us with deep humility in knowing that nothing we bring into the world is ours alone. May it be so. and blessed be.
I'll invite you all to rise in body or spirit and join me in singing Touch the Earth, Reach the Sky.
Invite us to extinguish all of our chalices, those at home and here in the room, with these words we say together. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
As always, we end our service with gratitude. Oh, Lottie and Aaron, thank you so much for your beautiful music. For our music coordinator, Madison Mayfield, without whom we would not know Lottie and Aaron. For all that you do. For our facilitators, Amy, and Amy, you were filling in at the last minute today, so really grateful for that. And for Dr. Sue, for our tech team, Donald and Titus, for all the greeters and treat bringers and coffee servers and cleanup crew and folks online and all the people who do all the things to make Sunday morning such a lively experience. May you be creative, and may your mothering energy nurture something tender and beautiful into being. Blessed be. And after Aaron and Lottie share another song, go in peace.
that pine on a deep